The smaller choices actually sometimes were like even worse, that just had me like pausing for ages, being like, oh my god, what do I do?
She is the best thing that's ever happened to me. So please, help me out.
So Heather has been playing Life is Strange True Colors, and you absolutely loved it. You gave it 4.5 out of 5, but ironically, some of the choices weren't exactly what you'd expect or wanted.
Yeah, I think sometimes the choices didn't like have as much impact as I thought they would. You still kind of head off in the same direction in the story narratively, but it does have an impact on the people around you more so than the actual storyline of the game. Yeah. And sometimes it presents like really interesting ideas, but there were just a few occasions where I expected it to be drastically different and it wasn't. There is, of course, like plenty of choices throughout the game that are difficult to make. Especially the smaller choices actually sometimes were like even worse, that just had me like pausing for ages, being like, oh my god, what do I do?
It's nice that they're still doing that in the game.
Yeah,
the fact that they
absolutely.
can still get you to do that.
Yeah, I mean, and you really do care about the outcome of every choice you make. That's why it's so compelling, because you're just sat there like, if I do this, how is this going to affect me as a character and like the whole world around me and all these other characters? But there were definitely some points where I expected there to be a little like deviation in the storyline, but it would just always kind of converge to the same point without making any spoilers.
But one of the things I think, so it seems like they've gone a little bit more subtler with this.
Yeah.
And not that that's a bad thing, but it's gone from like everyone dying in a village or the world ending or you being with your true love to like just this person's life, which can irrevocably change. But you feel on the one hand, oh, it's not changing anything, but it's like, if you actually think about it for that character, it's a lot more subtle from your point of view from playing the first couple of games, but it's still a huge change. It still does matter a lot.
Yeah, absolutely. You really see how Alex grows as a character through the whole game. And that's really what it's all about. It's about character growth and just as a person developing and accepting your feelings. And yeah, it feels less like dramatic. Of course, there are some like big dramatic moments in it, because all Life is Strange games have those moments and you need a bit of drama to keep things exciting. But the big differences that your choices make are on the residents of Haven and the people around you. So what you do affects them, how they react to you, and how they are just as people at the end of the game.
Okay.
Yeah, they'll just kind of react to you as a character, as Alex, differently at the end of the game, depending on what you do. So it's not, again, like drastically like suddenly if you choose things, everyone's left Haven and it's a completely different town. It's just very subtle. But again, it's kind of nice and refreshing in a way for a Life is Strange game to not be so drastic with it sometimes, because it just feels more kind of natural and believable.
As a massive fan yourself, do you think Life is Strange fans will enjoy this?
Definitely. Like, if you love Life is Strange, there's a lot to love about True Colors. They do some really interesting things with the empathy mechanic, and Alex as a character is one of my favorite protagonists.
Ooh.
And I think as well, if you're a newcomer, this one's a great one to start with because of Alex. She's so relatable, I think, to so many people. And yeah, it's a great jumping off point if you are new. But for hardcore Life is Strange fans, I think you will enjoy some aspect of it.
Fantastic. So when's the game out?
September 10th, yeah.
And hopefully you won't be too unfortunately disappointed that there isn't a world-ending cataclysmic exploding bomb that you have to decide between at the end. There's no nuclear bombs in this.
No.
Ah, damn it. This thing I'm still going to play.
Tiny spoiler there. No nuclear bombs.